Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here, and in today's video I will be bringing you guys my week 12 preview of the Thanksgiving matchup between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys for first place in the NFC East. I will also be bringing you guys very important injury updates, keys to victory for the Washington football team, and at the end of the video I will be giving you guys my game score predictions. So if you guys are new, subscribe for Washington and NFL content. So let's get right into the video, and remember to check out House of Hoodies. Use code Pedro for 15% off. They got a Sean Taylor hoodie, they got a Chase Young one, and any custom jersey you want. Okay, so first let's start off with the Washington football team injury report, and it's looking a little bit better. So DeShazier Everett returned to practice, and he was still limited, but he was looking very good, and it looks like he probably will play on Thursday, and if he does, that'll be huge for the Washington football team, because instead of Troy Apke starting, it'll be DeShazier Everett, who, did string together some decent games against the Cowboys and against some other teams. So he's a big upgrade over Apke. He's not amazing, but having him over Apke would be a great upgrade. Also, Cornelius Lucas was limited today. That's another huge boost. I'd rather have, Cornelius Lucas at left tackle and Morgan Moses at right tackle than Morgan Moses at left tackle and David Sharp at right tackle. So him playing would also be a big boost, but I would rather see DeShazier Everett because the drop-off between him and Troy Apke is huge. Dustin Hopkins missed practice today, and Terry McLaurin was limited today with an ankle injury. Still, limited yesterday as well, but I think it was a DNP yesterday, but, he goes from a DNP to a limited, so that's good, and most likely it's more of a rest thing. He's probably still a little bit banged up, and, he finished the whole game against the Bengals, so he'll probably be good to go against the Cowboys as well. Gibson today was good to go, and then Ryan Anderson did not practice, so, good news overall, and the Cowboys really don't have any major injuries right now. They have a couple players that, limited, but that's it for the injury report. We'll get more and more as the day goes on, and tomorrow we'll pretty much know who's playing and who will not. So now on to the keys to victory for the Washington football team. Again, this is such an important game for us because if we do win, we will be in first place in the NFC East. So the first one is we have to get the run game established early. We have to take advantage of their run defense, and it is not as bad as it was when we played them when we beat them 25-3, but it is still not the greatest. And one thing I do want to say, I do not want to see Peyton Barber get any carries, and if he does, please have it be under 3. I mean, he does not need to be out carrying J.D. McKissic, and some of those carries should also go to Gibson. But I think we got to take advantage of their poor run defense. I think Gibson should have another great day. Same with McKissic. Also get the running backs a little bit more involved in the passing game. The last couple weeks we really haven't gotten Gibson involved in the pass game as much as I would like. So try to get the pass game going as well with the running backs. But yeah, get Gibson and J.D. McKissic going in the run game, and that'll help us out have a balanced performance, because last week we had 166 pass yards and I think 162 rush yards. That's a balanced game, and that's part of the reason we won, so we need to do that if we want to win. The next thing is another offensive key to victory, and this is we have to be able to execute in the red zone. I mean, if you look at our points per game on offense, it is not the best. It's one of the worst in the NFL. Ever since Kyle Allen and Alex Smith came in, our offense has been playing better, and especially our yardage, but our points per game has been a little bit better, but not a huge amount better, and a lot better. We have to execute in the red zone. A big part of why we were losing by a lot against the Lions in the first half is because we could not execute in the red zone on offense. We had a turnover very close to the red zone. Alex Smith missed J.D. McKissic in the end zone while we were in the red zone. And then also Scott Turner had that, questionable call when we were at the 16-yard line and McKissic lost 11 yards. And on the next play, Alex Smith lost 14 yards. So those things, add up. Even if it's 3 points, that adds up in the end of the game because a lot of these games have been close for us. So we can't let that be the deciding factor. And, we want to get touchdowns and not field goals because we know who our field goal kicker is. And, he missed a 34-yarder on Sunday against the Bengals. So we want to limit the amount of appearances he makes in the game. So those two are our offensive keys to victory. Now let's get to some defensive keys to victory. We have to, contain Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, which we did do when we played them. When we beat them 25-3, but now their offensive line is different. They got Zach Martin back, who did not play against us. He's going to be playing at right tackle, and their right guard, I think, is Connor McGovern, who's been playing pretty good, and that's helped Zeke out. So my kind of key to victory is try to allow Zeke to be less than 4.2 yards per carry. I think we allowed him to get to 3.9 yards per carry last time we played them. Let's try to get it to 4.2, and I know that's a little bit better than last time, but again, they got a better offensive line now, and they're playing better as a team. And his average on the year is 4.5, so try to keep it under that, and I think we'll be in good shape. Limit the big runs by Tony Pollard. He had a nice run against the Vikings, so that's it right there. The next one is we have to be able to fluster Andy Dalton, which will lead to turnovers. We saw what happened in the game last time we played the Cowboys. Landon Collins came in. I love that safety blitz. He came in, sacked Andy Dalton, forced that fumble, and we got the safety off of that. We also hit him, we forced him to throw an interception to Cole Holcomb, and he also had another fumble that I think the Cowboys recovered, but still, the Cowboys were sacked 6 times that game, and that was a huge part of why they lost that game. And yes, their offensive line is going to be better, but we still got a bunch of our players healthy, and I think that I want to see Jack Del Rio have a few more safety and linebacker blitzes. I liked what they did with Jimmy Moreland at the end of that Bengals game. I think they were experimenting, but it did work out. Right now, we are tied for 3rd place in the NFL in sacks. So let's try to get into second after this week. Hopefully we can force turnovers on Andy Dalton after getting to him. I think that's a huge key because Andy Dalton, when he's not under pressure, he's a solid quarterback, but when he is under pressure, he gets flustered and, he just isn't a great quarterback under pressure. So the next thing, the last key to victory, is we have to play an overall clean game. What do I mean by clean? No missed field goals. We can't miss these field goals. We have to play better overall on special teams. Get a few nice returns. Don't allow big returns. Last time against the Cowboys, we allowed a 67-yard return by Tony Pollard. No turnovers. Win this turnover battle. That's part of a clean game. Limit the penalties because penalties, especially offensive holding type penalties, those really kill a drive because let's say you're at the 25-yard line, you're in field goal range, you have an offensive holding, that brings you back 10 yards, and now you're out of field goal range, and we can't let that happen. Gotta limit the penalties, which we've done relatively well this year. Like I said, no missed field goals. Special teams cannot be the reason we lose this game. So those are the 5 keys to victory. Now on to my score prediction. I do have us winning this game. Hopefully I am right. I think it's going to be a relatively close game on Thursday against Dallas. My score prediction is 27-20 Washington over Dallas. I think it's going to be a close game. I think they're going to get a couple touchdowns, 2 field goals. They're going to play better than they did last time, but I just don't see them winning against us. The one thing they do have an advantage over is that it is in Dallas, and they're going to have about 30,000 fans in the stands, so they're going to have an advantage in that part, but besides that, I do like our chances in this game. Trayvon Diggs is out for the year with a foot injury, so Terry McLaurin might be able to feast again. So look out for a big day for Terry McLaurin. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss a video. I'm probably going to be going live tomorrow, maybe with Juan Gotti, so make sure you guys come through, and hopefully we can get this win on Thanksgiving. Peace.